Forced action means doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. It's about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, beyond your excuses, beyond your fears. Most people wait for inspiration to strike. They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect opportunity, the perfect feeling. But let me share a little secret. That perfect moment doesn't exist. That ideal opportunity isn't coming. That perfect feeling is nothing more than a myth. Success doesn't wait for you to feel ready, doesn't care about your mood. Success only cares about one thing, your actions. And that's where forced action comes in. Forced action is waking up at 5 a.m. to work on your business, even when your bed feels like a warm, cozy cocoon. It's making those sales calls even when your muscles ache and your mind begs for rest. Success isn't about doing what's easy. It's about doing what's necessary. And more often than not, what's necessary is far from easy. That's why you have to push yourself. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking, but isn't it better to act when we feel inspired? And to that I say, yes, inspiration is great, but it's unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. You can't build a successful life on something as unreliable as inspiration. Instead, you need to develop discipline. Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement. It's what drives you to take action day after day, regardless of how you feel. Let me share a story with you. Years ago, I met a young man who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had ideas, passion, and ambition. But do you know what he lacked? Action. He was always waiting for the right moment, the perfect idea, the ideal feeling. One day I sat him down and said, young man, the world doesn't reward dreamers, it rewards doers. I introduced him to the concept of forced action. I challenged him to take one step, no matter how small, toward his goal every day for 30 days. At first he resisted. He had a list of excuses. I'm not ready, he'd say. The market isn't right. He'd argue. But I pushed him. I told him, force yourself. Do it anyway. And you know what happened? Those small, intentional actions started to snowball. One phone call led to a meeting. One meeting led to a partnership. One partnership led to his first successful venture. The last time I saw him, he was running a multi-million-dollar company. And you know what he told me? He said, the day I started forcing myself to take action was the day my life changed. That's the power of forced action. It's the secret ingredient to success. It's what separates the doers from the dreamers, the successful from the wishful thinkers. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. Pushing yourself to take action when you don't feel like it is one of the hardest things you'll ever do, but it's also one of the most rewarding. Every time you force yourself to act, you're building a habit, you're strengthening your willpower. You're proving to yourself that you can do hard things. And that, my friends, is priceless. Because here's the truth. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take action. It comes to those who push themselves to do what needs to be done, especially when they don't feel like it. Think about it. Every great achievement in history was a result of someone forcing themselves to act. Thomas Edison didn't feel like failing 1,000 times before inventing the light bulb, but he forced himself to keep trying. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't feel like facing violence and imprisonment, but he forced himself to stand up for what was right. These great men didn't wait for inspiration, they didn't wait for the perfect moment. They forced themselves to take action, day after day, year after year. And that's exactly what I'm challenging you to do today. I want you to commit to forced action. I want you to promise yourself that you'll do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Start small. If you have to, force yourself to make just one sales call today. Force yourself to write a single page of your book. Force yourself to have that difficult conversation you've been avoiding. It won't be easy. Your mind will come up with a million excuses. It'll tell you to wait until tomorrow. It'll convince you that you're not ready. It'll say it's too hard. Ignore those voices. Force yourself to take action anyway, because here's the truth. Action breeds motivation. The more you do, the more you'll want to do. The more you accomplish, the more you'll believe in yourself. And before you know it, forced action won't feel forced anymore. It will become a habit. It will become part of who you are. You'll become a person of action, a doer, an achiever. Now, some of you might be thinking, but what if I fail? And to that I say, so what if you fail? Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to grow stronger, to learn more, to do better next time. The only real failure is the failure to act. The only true defeat is giving up. As long as you keep pushing yourself to take action, you haven't failed, you're still in the game, you're still moving forward. And isn't that what life is all about? Moving forward, growing, improving, and becoming the best version of yourself. And you can't do that by standing still. You can't do that by waiting for the perfect moment. The only way to do it is through action, forced action. So I want you to make a decision right now, commit to forced action. Promise yourself that from this day forward, you will do what needs to be done no matter how you feel. Write it down, say it out loud, tell a friend, make it real, make it a part of who you are. Because here's the truth, your life will never change until you change. Your circumstances will never improve until you improve. And you can't improve without action, forced action. Now, I know some of you are nodding your heads. You're feeling motivated. You're feeling inspired. But let me tell you something, motivation is not enough. Inspiration is not enough. You need to turn that motivation into action. You need to transform that inspiration into results. And that's where the real challenge begins. It's easy to feel motivated in a room full of people. It's easy to feel inspired when listening to a powerful speech. But what happens when you leave this room? What happens when you return to your daily life filled with distractions and challenges? That's when you must force yourself to take action. That's when you need to remember this moment, the commitment you made to yourself. Success isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's not about what you do today or tomorrow. It's about what you do day after day, week after week, year after year. It's about pushing yourself to take action even when results aren't immediate. It's about staying the course when the path gets tough. It's about persevering when others give up. Because here's the truth. The people who succeed in life aren't always the most talented, the most intelligent, or the most privileged. They're the ones who force themselves to take action consistently, persistently, relentlessly. They're the ones who get up early even when they want to sleep in. They're the ones who make one more sales call even after facing rejection all day. They're the ones who keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward even when they feel like they've hit a wall. And that's what I want for you. I want you to be that person, the one who forces yourself to take action no matter what. Because here's the truth. You have greatness within you. You have untapped potential. You have dreams waiting to be realized. But none of that matters if you don't take action. Your potential, your dreams, your greatness, they're all trapped inside you. And the only way to unlock them is through action, forced action. So I want you to imagine something for a moment. Fast forward 5 years from now. Imagine that for 5 years, you forced yourself to take action every single day. Imagine that you've pushed through every obstacle, overcome every challenge, and faced every fear. Where would you be? What would you have accomplished? How different would your life look? Hold on to that vision, because that's what awaits you if you commit to forced action. That's what's possible if you're willing to do what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. But here's the catch. That future isn't guaranteed. It won't happen automatically. It won't just fall into your lap. You have to make it happen. You have to force it into existence through your actions. And that starts today. It starts now. It starts with the very next action you take after leaving this room. Will you force yourself to make that sales call you've been avoiding? Will you force yourself to have that difficult conversation you've been putting off? Will you force yourself to take that first step toward your dreams? The choice is yours. But remember this, your future is shaped by the actions you take today, not tomorrow, not next week, not when you feel ready, today. So don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel inspired. Don't wait for everything to line up perfectly, because if you do, you might be waiting forever. Instead, force yourself to act, force yourself to move forward, force yourself to make progress, no matter how small. Because here's the beautiful thing about forced action, it builds momentum. Every action, no matter how small, creates energy, creates movement. And that movement, that energy can carry you forward to bigger and better things. Think about a rocket ship. When it first launches, it burns an enormous amount of fuel just to lift off the ground. It has to force its way through gravity, through the atmosphere, through resistance. But once it breaks through, once it reaches space, it can coast. It can glide effortlessly through the vastness of space. Your journey to success is just like that rocket ship. In the beginning, it will take a lot of effort. You'll have to force yourself to take action, push through resistance, and overcome the inertia of your current situation. But if you stay consistent, if you keep forcing yourself to take action day after day, you'll build momentum. You'll break through your limitations. And once you do, once you've developed the habit of action, things will start to flow. Success will come more easily. But it all starts with that first forced action. It starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So I want you to make a commitment right now. Decide at this moment that you will be a person of action, that you will do what needs to be done no matter what. Write it down, say it out loud, make it real. I commit to forced action. I commit to doing what needs to be done, especially when I don't feel like it. I commit to moving forward, to making progress, to achieving my goals, no matter what obstacles I face. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't know what action to take? What if I'm not sure what to do next? And to that I say, just take any action. Any action is better than no action. Here's the thing, you can always adjust your course, but you can't steer a parked car. If you're unsure what to do, just do something. Make a phone call, send an email, read a book, take a class, do anything that moves you in the general direction of your goals. Because here's the truth, clarity comes from action, not thought. The more you do, the clearer your path will become. The more you act, the more you'll understand what works and what doesn't. And that's the beauty of forced action. It's not about being perfect. It's not about always knowing exactly what to do. It's about moving forward, making progress, and learning through action. So, don't let uncertainty paralyze you. Don't let fear hold you back. Force yourself to take action even when you're unsure, especially when you're unsure. Because here's another truth. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones with all the answers. They're the ones who are willing to act in the face of uncertainty. They're the ones willing to try, to learn, and to try again. And that's exactly what I want for you. I want you to be a person of action, someone who pushes forward even when the path isn't clear. Because here's the truth, your dreams are waiting for you. Your potential is ready to be unleashed. Your best life is there waiting to be lived. But all of it lies on the other side of action, forced action. So don't wait, don't hesitate, don't make excuses. Force yourself to take action today. Force yourself to take action every day, because that is what success is. It's not a single event. It's not a destination you reach. Success is a habit. It's a way of life. It's forcing yourself to take action day after day, week after week, year after year. And yes, it's difficult. Yes, it's challenging. Yes, there will be days when you don't feel like it. But that's exactly why you must force yourself, because success isn't about feeling good all the time. It's about doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So I want you to make a promise to yourself right now. Promise that you'll force yourself to take action every single day. Promise yourself that you'll do what needs to be done no matter how you feel. promise that you'll keep moving forward, keep pushing, and keep striving no matter what obstacles come your way. Because here's the truth. You already have everything you need to succeed. You have the potential, you have the ability, you have the dreams. All you need now is action, forced action. So don't leave here the same person you were when you arrived. Leave as a person of action. Leave as someone committed to pushing beyond excuses, beyond fears, beyond hesitation. Leave as someone ready to turn dreams into reality through the power of forced action. Because that's what this is all about. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about living up to your potential. It's about taking control of your future. And it all starts with action. It all starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So go out there and take action. Force yourself if you have to. Push yourself beyond your comfort zone. Do the things you've been putting off. Face the challenges you've been avoiding, because that's where growth happens. That's where success is born. That's where dreams become reality. Every time you push yourself to take action, you're building a habit, you're strengthening your willpower, you're proving to yourself that you can take on challenges. And over time, those intentional efforts will become easier. They'll turn into second nature. Eventually, they'll become part of who you are. Before you realize it, you won't have to force yourself anymore. Action will be your default mode. Success will feel natural. But it all begins with that first deliberate step. It starts with doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. So don't wait, don't hesitate, don't make excuses. Push yourself to take action today. Push yourself to take action every day. That's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. That's what turns aspirations into reality. This is how you create the life you've always wanted. Taking intentional action is the foundation of achievement. It's the driving force behind success. It's the path to your dreams. So go out there and take action, starting now. Do it today, do it every day, and watch as your life transforms before your eyes. Because success isn't just about what you know. It's not just about what you plan, it's about what you do. Success isn't about what you dream, it's about what you do. It's about the actions you take, it's about pushing yourself forward, even when it's difficult, even when you don't feel like it. So make that commitment to yourself right now. Commit to taking intentional action. Commit to doing what needs to be done. Commit to becoming the person you've always envisioned, because greatness is already within you. You have limitless potential. You have dreams waiting to be realized. And the only thing standing between you and those dreams is action. Deliberate, consistent action. So go out there and make it happen. Push yourself to take action. Push yourself to succeed. Push yourself to create the life you've always wanted, because you are capable of doing it. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Take action. Start now.